In this show, we'll be tackling a question by Hans.
Hans asks, I'm a conceptual artist and I'm working on a sound piece. I can't really talk about it, but I want to know what Tehran sounds like at night. Can you send me something? This episode, we think, requires a little bit of explanation. I'll leave the explanation to David because I don't really know why we did it.
So Mohammed, it's kind of like this. Let me explain. So this show is a prequel to a show that we did with the Persian Girls podcast. So we were on their show, they were on our show, and coordinating with them was kind of tricky. What time of the morning was it, Mohammed?
I think we scheduled for 2 a.m. and we had a little bit of delay.
Yeah, so the Persian Girls podcast girls, these ladies live in America. So while we were waiting for them to be ready, I thought it would be kind of fun to fill the time up with, I don't know, I had in my mind it would be like a late night show or something like that. We would just shoot the shit and see how it turned out.
Yeah, and I thought we were just recording something to pass time. I was not really thinking that David was serious about releasing it, but here we are. Apparently we're doing it.
Yes, so this is going to be a bit of an odd one, but stay tuned. It might be kind of funny listening to us exhausted, 2 a.m., delirious, talking nonsense mostly.
Maybe this is not your thing. There were parts that we felt should not be shared.
For various reasons.
So
throughout the show, you'll be experiencing redacted sections. Mohammed, are you nervous?
I am, actually.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Hello and welcome to the late night hour with Ask an Iranian. It is currently 2:08 a.m. in Tehran, Iran, and I'm here with Mohammed. Mohammed, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, perfectly good.
What are we doing up late on this day?
We are supposed to be on another podcast, and because we're on a different time zone, we're doing this early in the morning.
Yeah, unfortunately we haven't got any smooth music to go with our voice. Actually, let's do that. Let's do smooth music. Okay, edit in the smooth music. Okay, that was great.
Was that smooth enough?
I hope that whatever we've gone back to put on the show is Barry White or something like that. And,
we're going to do Kenny G.
Kenny G, nice. So Mohammed, what happens at about this hour at night in Tehran? What is going on?
The ladies start packing up and going back home.
Are we talking about our bar, our imaginary bar? Interesting. That's not how I imagined it.
It's not an ordinary imaginary bar. It is an imaginary tit bar.
Oh, one of those bars. I've heard about these places.
I've never been to one. No.
Okay. Well, something that normally you might find at this hour in Tehran is you'll find the street sweepers sweeping the streets up and down.
Too early for that. I mean, you have to wait for another 2 hours.
Really? Is it like, yeah, you're right. It's about 4 a.m. they kind of start. No, but you can.
Start at 4 a.m.
And then you got the trucks unloading. Although they try and stop that, don't they? The trucks unloading?
For some reason, we cannot hear them tonight. Probably. There are not many constructions going on.
And not too far from where we are recording now in this fabulous uptown studio, you can go to Super Jordan, which is a supermarket, which you will find
yummy munchies.
And some very interesting people that are karehori, doing the karehori. What do I mean by that, Mohammed?
Well, they got the munchies. They've been high as fuck for the most part of the evening.
So you go there, and they meet each other there as well. Have you been there and you stand there like, hey man, how's it going? And they see someone else, hey man, yeah, come over, man. I'm thinking it's 2 or 3 in the morning.
I'm pretty sure they do
still
that.
Going hard.
I've been there a bunch of times for different reasons, but I have never seen anybody I want to meet.
Yeah, so they're buying their cigarettes, the munchies, normally a packet of crisps, and a lot of chocolate is also bought. You got to ask, why am I there, Mohammed? Why am I there 2, 3 in the morning? I'm not.
Oh, if I ask you that, probably I will have to answer to the same question, and I am kind of reluctant.
Yes, so that's another thing that happens. Of course, yeah, so there's no nightlife necessarily in an official capacity here in Iran. And but yeah, so restaurants will close at midnight. And someone told me recently that's a good thing.
Summer. I mean,
oh, really?
Yeah,
winter,
only
they don't do
summer
that?
after, after summer is over, they're not allowed to stay open after midnight.
Yeah, so they will, they'll close. But someone was saying, no, it's to protect people so nobody's out late and robbings and stuff.
It's not
So
to
it's
protect people, it's because nobody can protect them after midnight, probably.
That's
The
probably more
police
like it.
stations are like, lazy hours.
Yeah. Actually, it's probably a better thing anyway to sort of, if we can all mutually agree that, yeah, nobody's going to really be on the streets, then you're probably going to be sorting out crime or preemptively preventing crime. Hold on, Mohammed is waving a mobile in my face now with a message that says we probably need to end our midnight show. What? We got 20 minutes extra for the midnight hour. Wow, here we go. The midnight hour might actually end up being an hour. Wow. Tell me more about nighttime activities. Not Shiraz when we went to Shiraz.
Yeah, and we
That was
went
a
to
nighttime.
the tomb of Hafiz.
Have we spoke about that, Mohammed? I don't think we've spoken about that.
I'm not sure.
Do we? No, we didn't speak about that. About the maybe we did, maybe we didn't bribery.
Yeah, but let's
moment
not speak about that.
No,
We're
let's-
just like
let's move on.
everything everybody should know
yeah.
is that we've been to the tomb of Hafiz after midnight.
Yeah, Shiraz is kind of quiet at night as well. It's kind of eerily quiet. Tehran at this hour.
Well, you got some sort of a nightlife during Ramadan because during the day
Yes,
people
that
cannot
is
feed
a night.
themselves on the street.
Oh, and that will go on
so-
till like beyond 2 o'clock. You get people out in the park. What weirds me out about this place is the parks. So the children and their parents will be out of the parks till like 11 o'clock, midnight. You just wouldn't get that in England. You wouldn't get people out of the parks like past 5 o'clock, I don't think.
When do these kids go to bed?
Exactly, they don't. Iranian kids do not sleep. And it's nuts because they get up real super early. Have you noticed that? Like Iranian kids will be up at like 6 and ready to go to school. So they're going to bed, I think, like midnight, 1 o'clock. And they're up with the parents. The parents don't say anything. Sorry, you were saying.
Sorry, the parents don't say anything about
Kids going to bed.
kids going to bed?
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, 9 o'clock was like, oh, late night.
Yeah, I mean,
9 o'clock, they're
when I
just
was a
going
kid,
to
I
the
had to
park.
be in bed at 9 o'clock, be asleep by 9:15.
Yeah, exactly. Mohammed, I'm just thinking now, one bonus of doing... Actually, we should probably always record at 2:15 a.m. because where are the motorbikes now?
Yeah.
Where are the street selly dudes with their metal collecting thingies? What are they collecting?
Collecting anything
I don't know what it is, but I hear it every day. I should know what it is. What are they saying?
Basically, they buy anything they can, anything that they can recycle, except for plastic and
Do
paper.
they actually get anything though? Because, I mean, you'll get... How many will pass like each day on this road, do you think?
1 second.
Got technical issues here. Mohammed's checking technical issues. Are we gain right now? Mohammed gets fussy
Yeah,
about
touch
gain.
the gain.
He did the gain. So how many are going to pass in the day, Mohammed? It's got to be like...
Never counted.
It's got to be about 10, no? It's going to be like 10 that's going to pass in the day.
And in my neighborhood, it's... I don't know. It's not more than twice a day.
Got nothing to give. Got no metal there to add there. But what are they saying? Khudariza sakhtaman, like
No.
bits of metal of buildings?
Well, actually, they usually look for metals, old appliances, anything that can scrap.
Yeah, so they're just after scrap stuff. Do you think they make good money out of that stuff?
I don't know. Never.
They must do, because they keep coming back. And they all use the same, they all share the same sound device. Because there's all this, I mean, there's like 3 different varieties, isn't there? There's one main one, and then there's
It's
some
funny. I have
types.
never paid attention to these stuff the way you do.
It drives me nuts, that's why.
Well, I after 30 years, used to ignoring them.
I guess so. Well, if we do take it beyond the midnight hour, we're going to be hearing the mosque as well, which will be sounding the call for prayer, which will happen probably around close to 5 o'clock at the moment, no?
Well, hello, listener. You're still here. Thanks for sticking it out.
This is Future David here, and I'm here with Future Mohammed.
We are redacting parts of the show
For reasons. We'll let your imagination run wild with what exactly we're covering up in this part.
but instead of one long beep, we're gonna overlay our audio with promo stuff.
Yes, bring on the promo stuff. Here we go.
Of course, go to www.askaniranian.com.
And if you want to follow us on social media, just type in Ask an Iranian in all the usual places.
So if you have questions about Iran, Iranians, Iranian culture, or basically anything else you want to ask questions about, you can just comment on any of our posts, or you can email us using questions@askaniranian.com.
And of course, feel free to write a review if you so wish, or simply click the appropriate amount of stars that you wish to give for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, or we'll be very happy for 5.
Definitely have to put 5 stars there, otherwise we're gonna track you down and do Iranian things to you.
Mohammed, what about the shop? We got the shop, of course. They can go and purchase Persianized phrases on items such as tote bags, such as what else?
T-shirts.
T-shirts, mugs,
Yeah.
stickers.
Get the Pedar Sag dog hoodie.
The hoodie, the Pedar Sag hoodie. I think we still have a bit more time to fill up. Mohammed, maybe we should always approach the shows like this, no edits and with a more relaxed approach.
I mean, you relax overly and you let a bunch out.
Let a whole bunch of what out? So this
use
is
your imagination.
the gas over. Is that what this is now?
I wouldn't say that. I didn't say that.
Gassing it until we fill up. How much? We got to fill 2 minutes and 13 seconds until we jump back into the show. Do you think we've hit 2:13 yet? I think we're getting there.
Yeah, let's hope that, and let's hope that you continue listening to the rest of this.
We're about to dip back into the show in 3, 2, 1. I found it quite quaint when I first arrived here. It was so Middle Eastern. It was really quaint. And I thought, oh my God, I'm not in England anymore. This is so quaint.
That is so white of you to do that.
There's the Orientalist in me coming out.
There is no Orientalist in you. But,
there is. I've hidden him inside me, deep inside me. I'm going to have to both identify as being someone who has an Orientalist inside them. Mohammed, talk to me.
Well, actually, it's just like your affection towards Iran is not being an Orientalist, in my opinion. Just in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
What is my affection for Iran like?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't figure
everyone
it out.
It's, why am I still here? That's what I get asked. Why are you still here?
No, it's not why you're still here. Well, there are a lot of people who are here, but they don't have your affection necessarily. Your interest in Iran is a wonder to me, and maybe it will remain a wonder for the rest of my life. I don't know.
Well, there you go. Mohammed, I'm thinking at the moment, is this going to be like bonus show? You're going to like sign up for bonus show for our audience.
Did you say boner show?
Bonus show, yeah. This is the late night bonus show. No, the bonus show. This is it. Those unfortunate enough to, or that not get that bonus doesn't necessarily mean better. They're going to be probably in some way through Patreon or other providers are available. Subscribe. They'll pay some amount of money, and then we'll send them this, and they'll be like, "What? You're just shooting the shit at 2:21 in the morning."
But we are not going to be on Patreon.
Yeah, we got to go somewhere else. Somehow. Subscribe star or something. I think it's one of the better ones. Anyway, what do you think? Is this going to happen?
Probably we should.
It's getting very
have
meta. It's meta if I'm talking about it.
Subscription system.
Well, let's not make it meta. Let's get back to subject matter. stay with the matter, not the meta.
Is there a subject matter?
Yeah, it's like what happens in Tehran at 2:22 in the morning. That should probably be the title of the show.
Murders, rapes,
Where are those
burglary.
happening? I don't see those. Actually, one time I spoke about the park earlier, and I was at the park. I don't know why, like 3-4 in the morning. Wasn't Karakhori. I wasn't on any substance, but I went to the park, and there was an absolute lunatic.
You don't go to the park for Karakhori though. When Karakhori has to happen somewhere else. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I wasn't
walk.
up. I wasn't. What I meant was, I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go to a shops, and therefore I'm passing a park, so I'll walk through. Like I was passing by the park, and there was some guy who was just saying like like this, and I was like, oh my, what do I like? My Persian was good enough that I could understand that it wasn't Persian. I know what he was saying, but it was. I know I was a bit worried about him, and I was like, "You all right? You all right, mate? Need a hand?" And
did you give him a hand?
No, he just kept talking at us, and I had no idea. I know he was, didn't indulge him too much. I was like, "Oh, good luck, mate. Nice one. See you later." Haven't seen him later. Yeah. Oh, where are they, Mohammed? You're waiting. No feedback?
Oh, I said 20 minutes. You got it.
Oh, we got some news.
We're here.
Okay. What?
So thank you.
Actually, can you hear that, Mohammed? The trickle of water through the building. No. Oh, no, it's outside. Is it outside? I like that. I feel like I got a waterfall nearby the luxurious uptown studio that we have here.
I got a noise-canceling pair of headphones.
That's why you can't hear the external stuff.
I can't hear those.
Yeah.
And I'm happy the mics are not picking them up.
Yeah. How long have we blessed our audience with at the moment?
Roughly over 15 minutes.
Are we still playing the Barry White music, or do you think our future selves will have edited or turned that off by now?
No,
I think our future selves would realize we're not going to be having that because of copyright issues. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, actually, we can have soft music on without the copyright issues or whatever, but let's see what future us's will decide.
I've got faith in the future you, Mohammed.
You do have faith?
Yeah, I really look up to that. Like, when I think of the future you, I think, that's a good Mohammed future. Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
So you don't see that?
No.
You should do.
I don't see future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future me, though. Oh. A little bit like present me, but a little bit more, how should I put it? Obnoxious. I mean, it happens with age, I guess.
Nah, I'm pretty sure the future you is going to be the same you.
Or Mohammed, we could get really
more.
Well, there's only ever the present, isn't there, Mohammed? So one might argue that there is technically no future you. We're going to turn into one of those podcasts.
Anything we're talking about.
Sorry. Go on.
I don't even know what I was saying. So.
It's 2 a.m. That's what you do. It's 2:25 now. That's what you do in the morning at this hour. Probably with more substance. Not that we've had any. But, not that we would want any of that, Mohammed. But should we partake in such things, it would probably be conducive to the conversation of whether there is technically ever a future any of us. So it's the present, man. You've got to be in the present, Mohammed.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that we are always in the past. Because immediately when you think about yourself being in present, you're thinking about your notion of yourself fraction of a second in the past.
There's always a delay.
There's always a delay in everything. So
how annoying.
When I see you,
so technically, I guess you're right. You can never live in the moment.
You can never live in the moment. You've always got like in the past.
0.
And, there is no future. There's only present. You're. It's kind of like you got the illusion of choice. You got the illusion of future. They're basically the same thing.
Well, Mohammed,
they're both illusions.
Well, all of this could just probably be a simulation. So, I mean, you could be like, it's all predisposed, like preordained, and then
Well, in some way it is. I'm not sure about the simulation, but of course nobody's sure about the simulation. But
not in the simulation, at least.
What?
Are we programmed to
the
not know about
simulation scenario, the simulation universe scenario?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, I think. So nobody is sure about that. Definitely, it is very probable, more than you would think. And the thing is that yes, everything is preordained. I mean, can you decide what you're gonna think about next?
To a degree, what could you?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I mean, you cannot determine what you're going to think.
Yeah, but you can say like, okay, when the clock gets to 2:28, I will start thinking about NASCAR.
You can say that, but you didn't determine it yourself because it happened to you already. I mean, you
because I started thinking about NASCAR, but I'm still going to do it when I see 2:28 right in. Oh, there it is, NASCAR. I don't know enough about NASCAR
Were
to
you
think
thinking about NASCAR? Exactly.
I don't know, but exactly. I can picture those lovely long cars working their way around the track, trying not to collide.
One more thing I don't think I'll understand until I experience it myself. Redaction 2.
Wait a minute, Mohammed. In the last redaction, you spoke about the Iranian things you'll do to people if they don't give us 5 stars. What exactly will you do?
Well, we're going to do the tarof. We're going to stand by the door and we're going to wait until you go through it and then we'll follow you. Or in case you're an ambulance, we're going to chase you. Well, we're going to feed you a lot of hormis habzi, and if you're full, we're not going to believe you. We're still going to feed you more hormis habzi, and if you don't eat it, we're going to be extremely offended.
That's exactly what I had in mind. I just imagine we'd be tar-offing the Iranian practice of tar-off. We'd be spoon-feeding them hormis habzi, a Iranian dish, non-stop, even though they don't want it. Eat it.
Yeah, eat it. Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it. Eat more hormis habzi.
What? Oh my God! And I was hoping we wouldn't need to beep this out. Mohammed, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You're giving us editing problems. Right, where are they? Why are we still waiting?
We're not going to edit this one.
Where's the message, Mohammed, saying let's go?
Nothing.
6 minutes ago.
Thing.
Yeah.
We should start reviewing videos and stuff.
Well, YouTube videos like the one we just saw. I'll review it.
Nah, I'm not going to play it again for you. You can't appreciate the beauty of what he did.
I think it's despicable, Mohammed.
There you go. We're going to play Biden for you from now on. You can review Biden.
But it's not going to fill up the airtime because the one you just showed me, he was asleep in.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Biden sleep, and
that's it.
We talk about how he does sleep.
Well, it was a famous Andy Warhol video, 8 hours of sleep. You just loop Biden for 8 hours. Get a bit postmodern.
Fucking hate modern art, let alone
postmodern
art. Dude, you're very impatient with my responses.
It's all right. I'm thinking, how are we going to record all the next stuff when clearly somebody's not in the mood? Somebody needs their sleepy sleeps.
Yeah.
Somebody needs their sleepy sleeps as if they didn't get enough today.
No, I didn't get enough.
I
didn't sleep well last night. Of course, you didn't either, but I need a lot of sleep and a lot of food.
You slept like Sleepy Joe earlier. I saw you.
That's one thing to go.
I saw you doing the choropoff.
I did?
You did some choropoff.
I do all the time. My nostrils are blocked. Which one is that?
The nostrils.
Right nostril. Yeah, my right nostril is kind of blocked.
Always blocked or just?
Almost always blocked.
Okay.
I mean, last time we went to the drugstore.
Does that happen in Iran? Is that like, because I get...
No,
it's the arid, it's the dry environment, no?
No, in my case, it happens anywhere.
I can kind of... Yeah, that's enough.
No, the arid environment, there's one problem, the dust and the pollution, the shit that comes out of the hole in the back of the cars. is.
But hasn't COVID solved that problem now? COVID-19 has solved our pollution problem.
It didn't solve it.
It just prolonged it.
It just it has put everything on hold though. Well, different subject.
Let's put pollution on hold.
So I snore. That's the most important thing we're gonna talk about tonight.
Apparently I do when I'm on my back.
No, the way you snore is like.
What? How do you know I snore?
Because I was up for the most part. You were sleeping.
Oh God. Okay.
So you're like go.
Me, 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 me.
Pew.
Me, 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 me.
I hope that's kind of a cool snore. That's how I want to snore.
That's what I heard.
Pew, pew, pew. I'm trying to mimic the street sweepers outside.
But I'd go like.
You wish you go like that. That is quite unbearable. Yeah, that's good. What are we at? 2:32. Oh God, what are they doing? What are they doing? Come on. Those of you who are keeping us waiting at nearly 3 a.m.
Let's pull up.
You guys need to.
Let's pull up this. Let's pull up.
Future user listening to us now. Let us down. Let our audience down. Or maybe the audience, for some weird reason, is enjoying all this waffle. What are you doing? Checking our site. Oh, we're checking stats, because that's what we do. Seeing if we see if we're on trend. On our trend, our usual trend. Are we in our usual trend?
427.
Not.
6 more to go.
There.
6 more to go.
Nearly there.
Do you want to go play?
We can just do it ourselves, yeah.
Okay. You can do it ourselves. We
How many?
can play
Find more devices.
episodes
Refresh.
on our website. And
No, we're too cool for that though, Mohammed. We don't check our stats, we just sort of like throw it up,
we'll let it glide by.
just throw it up. Someone tells us how good it is, we don't check.
We'll let it
Oh
glide
wow,
by.
how long was that? How long did we go without your cough?
10 minutes.
Did you cough? I didn't notice the last cough.
I think I have.
Yeah. Still no message?
No, I'll check for that. But
Okay.
no,
Nothing.
what was it gonna do?
You were gonna...
What you gonna do when they come?
Should we take calls? Like late night calls as well? Should we get someone to call us right now?
Call from
Who's up?
Zaddy.
Who's up? Should we get you know who over at that side? Give him a call. Don't to ask us
Get
a
a call
question.
from Zaddy.
Go on, call him up now.
Call Zaddy.
No, you know the one. The guy we spoke to earlier.
Is that the emergency services?
The guy who'll always answer like that.
Yeah. Hello.
Is he going to answer?
Hello. I
Is
don't
he at
know.
work?
Well, let me.
Just tell him we're,
No, he's not at work.
we're recording BS. Oh, we're going to get locked into a conversation if we talk with him. Should we not do it? We can't do a quick conversation with him. It doesn't work like that.
No, we have today. So we kind of like burnt our chance.
Okay. Well, we had our quick convo.
Yeah, we had our
With he
daily
who
quickie
shall not
with
be
our
named. Yeah.
threesome partner.
So call in on 021 125 572 if you have any questions for Ask an Iranian. We will be here until the top of the hour, till 3 a.m. because it's looking like the originally scheduled show is not going to be recorded as planned at 2
If you have a
a.m.
question
This is going to be a 1 hour show. Go on, if you have a question.
If you have a question for David, after dialing the number David just said, dial 918-835-666-7014-989-0124. And if you have a question for me, simply dial 2.
In addition to the number you just said, or just dial 2
No,
on any?
dial 2 after
Okay.
you dial 911.
I'm going to try that now. I've got a question for you. Hold on. What happens when you dial 2? Right. This is me dialing 2.
Is that you, though?
Here it is. Oh, okay. And error performing request. Unknown error.
There you go. You can't question me. I'm unquestionable.
There you go. Yeah. This probably literally will be 1 hour. Oh my days. So Mohammed, tell me, what big questions have you had recently?
I'm pulling up lyrics so I can sing the song. What questions?
Oh no, we're gonna do. We're not gonna do a terrible duet, are we? No.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
What?
Is that a duet or
Duet. We're gonna do
duet?
it.
Duet. Let's do it. Which one are we playing?
Oh, Mohammed, this shouldn't exist. Shouldn't exist if we're gonna do this. Both Mohammed and I know exactly what song lyrics we're looking for. And we will begin without any planned. Okay, I think I got it in front of me. You got it? What? That's not it.
Exactly.
I found something else. You haven't brought those lyrics up. What? Come on, here it is. That's not who they are. That's not who they are. Why can't I find these? What?
Why?
No, why is it not coming up? Is it because I'm not using that more popular search engine?
You're not Googling it. Right.
I'm using DuckDuckGo because that's the kind of guy I am. What? Nothing is coming up with this. This is... Oh, no, I said it wrong. That's why. Okay. What? I've been calling them something different all these years. That's terrible. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. I named them something else. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
Mr. Sandman,
Bum 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 bum
bring
bum
me a
bum
dream.
bum 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 bum.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
Bum 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 bum.
Give him 2 lips like roses and clover.
Bum, bum,
Then
bum.
tell him that his lonesome nights are over, Mr. Sandman.
You?
I'm so alone.
Bum 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 bum.
Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Let's bring me. I should know that. Bum 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 bum.
Let's start over. Let's start over.
Yes. Bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Why are you not joining me?
Should we start over? Like bum, bum,
I think we've destroyed it.
Like
And our listenership simultaneously.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, let's not go there. Yes, I'm doing the yes because I like that part of the song so much. When Mr. Sandman, yes, that's how Mr. Sandman sounds.
Fucking hate it.
That's how he sounds.
Really?
Yeah.
You really like it?
Yeah.
The first time I heard it, I mean, for
What
a
the
long
song
time,
on Mr. Sandman saying yes.
the yes part.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a weirdo, right?
Yeah, actually, it
Mr.
creeps me out.
Sandman. Yeah.
Because I really don't like it.
Okay. Yes. Next time you come to the door, that's how we're going to answer it. Yes. You're going to be bing, bing, bing. Yes. What do you want, Mohammed? How do you think Mr. Sandman sounds aside from the yes?
Yeah.
That's not how Mr. Sandman sounds. Sandman's way
It's
more
gonna creep
suave.
up children's bed and go, yeah.
No, Mr. Sandman's like super nice. Yes. And kids will say,
buries children
Sandman.
in sand.
Mr. Sandman, can we have strawberry ice cream, Mr. Sandman?
yes, of course you can, boys. Yes, no problem, boys. Come sit on my lap. No, he wouldn't say that. Mr. Sandman would not say sit on my lap and eat your ice cream.
No, he would just fuck you right away.
Oh, good job. It's the late hour. We can say, do we beep ourselves out in the late hour?
In the future or in the past?
I think the future us is.
No, we don't.
You
I mean,
guys
if you're up at this
in
hour,
the future is gonna do this.
if you're up at this hour, you deserve to hear shit like this.
Yeah. Maybe
And
we
if
should do
you're-
like a live release on YouTube for the precise hour that we started this. Oh, then we'd have to have it America time.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We can do that.
I assume most of our audience are American. Yes. Yes. That's.
I hate you.
I'm going to
I
do
hate
that
you
in the
so
next
bad,
recording.
dude. It's
In the
too
next
late.
recording that we are supposed to have any second now, I'll be like, and they'll say, "Hey guys, how's it going?" I'll be like, "Yes." How can I help you, ladies? No.
It's been roughly 30 minutes since.
I'm legit gonna get surreal tired if we're not gonna be able to.
Dude, I'm already
Suc-
tired and
successfully.
pissy and in pain. And I got like a little bit of cold, and I'm worried about the cat and what the fuck it's doing to my apartment without
Tearing
me
it
being
apart.
there.
Have you got?
Yeah.
Did you put ample food out?
Yeah.
Is that how cats work?
Yeah.
Do they start eating furniture if you don't put food out?
That he just like it gets
Do they
lonely
eat their
and
tails?
he starts screaming, and he starts turning the furniture over out
Sure
of
it's-
boredom.
What type of cat is this?
It's
A wild cat.
It's a weird one.
Okay. Oh, my
He's
man,
an
I've got a certain energy drink that's probably gone flat somewhere in this room. I'm gonna go and get that.
Let's go.
Do you want
have
any
some of that? I have to.
What?
Dude, I'm falling asleep.
I've only got one. I've got half a can for the both of us. You want to have half my half? Do you want it? Seriously?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Good quality airtime. I'm gonna go get that. Mohammed, fill us in on something really important. Redaction 3.
So, David, what other Iranian things we can do to the people who won't give us 5 stars?
Well, I was thinking what we could do is follow them around for the rest of their life with sachets of Bijan tomato ketchup, and then any food that they look to eat, whatever it may be, chocolate bars, cereal.
Nutella.
Yeah, granola would be good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just stick, we just squeeze a sachet of tomato ketchup on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make you eat that to the
Yeah.
last bite.
But we wouldn't do it with sushi, though, would we? I mean, who would?
Well, if you don't give us 5 stars, we might.
No, that's good that you know the lyrics to that. We've got slightly more than half a can.
Good. Good.
Oh, and it's still slightly fizzy. How about that? We could go down to Super Jordan, previously mentioned shop. We are not sponsored by Super Jordan, although probably we should be doing an advert for.
In a way, we are.
Yes, there you go. So, Super Jordan. Mohammed, here is your half of a half, slightly more energy drink. I don't know why I'm holding it up to say cheers, but it's probably because it's
L'chaim.
that hour in the morning. Oh, this is now. I'm probably not gonna be wide awake, not be able to sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the same problem.
There you go. Oh, come on, tell me they're responding.
No,
What's
they're
going
not
on?
responding. Let's go with the Sandman lyrics this time. We're doing the classics tonight.
Maybe you want to read them out like an Iranian would. I was going to say Persian then.
No, I'm
know I
not
don't
gonna
say
do
that.
that. I'm not gonna ruin that song. And if you do that,
You knew I was about to do that. That's why.
yeah, if you do that,
What song would be funny if I did it like in the Persian accent?
none.
Something
Don't
with
do what I
W's,
like
THs.
in Iranian, or I'll
Yeah,
kick you.
but if it was if it's a song you don't like, then you'll be fine with it. What song do you hate? You want me to butcher?
You can do Jalal Hamati, Mahvash Parivash.
No, it needs to be like English lyrics.
It is English. If you pay enough attention to it, it becomes English.
Okay. Yeah. So quality sound coming through here. So those of us listening in on the late night hour of Ask an Iranian, who've endured it this far, I mean, they'll know how much more they're in for at the moment. They can see the time. We don't know how much longer this is going to go on for. They can, they'll just look at the timestamp and be like, "What? I'm not listening to another 37 minutes." Which, God, help me if it gets to 37 minutes. I will literally need help from God. Yeah, what am I going to butcher? I'm still looking for a song. Let me go through my recent...
Maybe don't butcher anything.
My
and
recent
we're gonna
Shazams. And at this point, the Persian Girls podcast girls were ready to record, so we stopped our recording
There you go, Hans. I hope we've been able to provide you with enough good material for your conceptual art piece.
Yes, and we'll have you to blame if we see a drop in listenership.
For those of you out there who made it this far, remember, stay tuned for the next show where we'll be discussing dating, Persian girls, and Iranian guys.
Thank you for listening to this experimental show. Join us in the next one.
خسته نباشید.
خسته نباشید. خداحافظ.
خداحافظ.
جای ضربی یخچال